Hey friends, how's it going? Today I have a bunch of just kind of maintenance-y tasks to complete. I have some weeding to do. I would love to get a few things in the ground. I have some containers that I'd like to at least set out. So I just thought I'd bring you along for all of it and we can take a look at the end at what was accomplished.
Starting out in the front yard, yep, just need to trim and mow a little bit, get things tidied up around the flower bed I'm going to be working in. And then I'm moving the tulip containers. The tulips are just about done. The ones that were in the containers bloomed well, and I'm moving those to the back. Hopefully I'm all done with the frost cloth so that can get put away. I'm leaving the hoops just in case I'm not done with frost cloth. I'm back over on the side yard just trimming and heading to the front yard. Have to mow. Zena's there in the way, of course. So just trying to, again, tidy up that front yard.
So in this section, I kind of expanded this garden bed and I did not do the no-dig method. So you can see I still have grass growing. Looks like I put clumps of grass back in. So I need to weed this and get some new compost mulch down.
Now that I've weeded the majority of the grass out of the flower bed, I'm going to use paper and cover it with mulch. I didn't feel like I really needed a whole layer of cardboard. I'm just using crafty paper and laying that down, putting the mulch or the compost over top of it, kind of top dressing with compost and continuing that. I did bring out some Super Tunia Mini Vista White that I'm going to be planting up, but just again making sure everything is tidied up around that area before I plant them in the ground.
All right, so this is where I've been working this morning. This is not new. I did plant this a while ago. I would say probably 2 weeks ago. I have the Verbena, Super Verbena Imperial Blue. I have lemon coral sedum, another Super Verbena Imperial Blue, and another lemon coral sedum. So the Super Tunia Mini Vista White are new. And I planted another Super Tunia there along with the Coleus. All right, so I placed out a few containers on my front porch or around the porch. So I put 4 bullseye salmon geraniums in each of these 2 containers, along with a toffee twist grass. And this is the project I did in March where I planted the violas in the living wreath form. It's still doing pretty well. And then up on the porch, I have a new container for this year with a coleus and some begonias surrounding it. And I also have the Rex begonias that are waiting to be put into a different container for the summer. And the skinny side yard project, I have Hakanakloa, Jack Frost Brunnera, along with Bressingham Hybrid Heuchera. This is a gold heart bleeding heart, old-fashioned bleeding heart. I do really enjoy bleeding heart in the spring. I think they're gorgeous, and I do like this foliage, the brighter color, so I think that'll go well. I'm going to plant it in the front flower bed at the end of this season, I think. So, and in front of it I have lamium. Maybe that will stay in the container over the winter, we'll see. Next I have a Empress Wu hosta that will most definitely fill in. It does like a lot of water. I did run drip to this container. I also have a columbine and lamium and heuchera in this container. So this is a perennial container. I would like to get a fern to have a little different texture in here along with the hosta. So right in the middle, right here, I would like to put the fern. And let me grab the
rhododendron. We'll get that potted up.
Beautiful rhododendron. And as you can see, the new foliage is coming in this brighter green, but the old foliage turns a deep green color. So this is a Nature's Classic Purple Gem Rhododendron. It has, it's an evergreen shrub with small dark green leaves and purplish blue flowers in spring. New foliage is attractive bluish green that matures to a glossy green with crinkle texture. Good focal point. It does want some sun. It's sunshade. Hardy to zone 5. It gets 2 feet tall by 3 feet wide. And it says to space 1 to 2 feet apart.
All right, there's our rhododendron watered in. It's looking good. I have to remove the tag. It's up on top there. And our other containers are all watered in, looking good. We'll keep working on this area as time allows. I get more plants, things get ready from winter sowing, and we'll just keep moving forward. All right, friends, my last task of the day. I'm going to be starting my, it is seed starting Sunday, and I'm starting my sunflowers. So I have already labeled. I have Pro-Cut Horizon, then the Premier, and then Pro-Cut Orange. So I'm starting 12 of each. So I don't know if you can see my tray. So I have half of the tray with potting soil, and they will go on heat. I'll cover them, and so let's just start sowing seeds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 11, 1 more seed. So this is the first week that I am starting 12 of each variety. So that's 36 sunflowers I have to find a home for at some point. But I won't need to plant these out for about 3 weeks. So they'll spend about a week inside. Then I will take them out, put them on the patio so they can kind of slowly acclimate to the sun. And then I'll find a spot to plant them. Okay, that is the Premier. Can't really plant and talk at the same time. It's a little crazy. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is just push them down a little into the soil. And when I water them, hopefully they will be covered. That is one way to make a mess. You definitely don't want your seeds to float away, but you want to make sure that they're actually well watered in. So now that the weather has warmed up, I actually have 2 weeks worth of sunflowers inside here still, but they need to go out on the patio so they can get hardened off and get planted in the ground. I also have, oh no, this was purple basil. I have straw flower and lemon basil. These are still on the heat mat because they're not 50% germinated. And I'm just going to cover my sunflowers. So they're going to be on heat, covered. I'll check them tomorrow, see how they're doing. Because it has been a little cooler and my heat in the house isn't on any longer, they are taking a little bit longer to germinate. So they're just going to sit on the heat mat here, just on the table, no light, covered. And again, they'll probably take usually about 48 hours. I start seeing 1 or 2, but I wait for 50% germination before I move them over to the lights. And it's probably just another day for the rest of these cells before they germinate, and we'll see some action and get them moved over to the light as well. Guys, that's going to do it for today's video. I really appreciate you watching. I did get quite a lot accomplished today. It was kind of fun showing you different projects and how things have come along. There's a lot more to do. You know, spring is just a busy time, and it seems like this year the weather didn't quite cooperate as much as I would have liked it to. So I have more containers to do. I have my hanging baskets to do. I have more in-ground planting that I plan on doing. I definitely have a lot more annuals to put in the ground. And yeah, lots of maintenance and projects and things to work on as well. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.